Hello.
Do it live.
We
Are
live?
we live? Are we live?
Are we
We're
live?
live.
Okay,
Really?
I see it.
Yeah, it says it on top of my screen.
Yay!
Look
What's
at
going
that.
on, legends? Name's Frank Wolf, and with us with a panel today. Say hi, panel.
Hi, panel.
Hi,
panel.
panel.
Hi,
Heyo.
panel. Hello. And why is my screen doing that? Anyway, so this is Wolf Bite Live. We're doing it just because we want to thank everyone who listens to us on Vape Radio as well, and to the community that supported us to out our journey from the podcast and Vape Radio. And so, Mr. Clown, take it away. Buffett time.
What are we doing? Buffet time?
Buffett. Buffett.
Okay, so we're starting with this guy. I just got this in, so I barely built it, so I have very little thoughts on it.
Mhm.
It's the Plug Citadel, and in that I got a Witch's Brew from the
Ooh.
Gathering Vape Lounge. Then next I got the what is this guy again? The Hadley Steam Rabbit or S Rabbit, whatever you call it. In that I got just mystery juice. Because
Ooh.
yeah, I don't know. I mixed this and I don't know what's in it. It tastes delicious, but that's about as much as I know about it. And then lastly, Frankenskull Shogun guy with the Cramblow from my line. I don't really make it all that much, but I still had some for me. So yeah, that's me. Let's pass it off to Mr. Dan, Mr. Ohm.My.Lanta.
Oh, hey there, everyone in Vape Radio Land. I got my Warlock's hammer with the warrior on top and a DHD color changing nub tip. In that, I have Lane Cove Vapor Helen, which is raspberry red licorice. It's awesome. Loving it. And then I
Yes.
got my double barrel Fire Luke mesh combo with Primitive Vapor Company Vestige. It is key lime cream, sugar glaze, and cinnamon donut, and it is slowly becoming a favorite of mine. It's gonna stick around for a while. Other than that, that's all I really got today. So I'll pass it off to
baby.
Corey, aka Poon Sauce McNasty.
What's
Porn
going
stash
on, everybody?
power bottom.
Yeah, that too, I guess. Well, yeah, thank you to Clown and Frank for having me and Dan on. It's a pleasure and an honor. First
Thanks,
setup I
man.
got today is my theory on DNA 75 with the profile on top. And there, out of there, I got a little bit of the last of my Blasmelon. Really digging this stuff. And then in here, I got my Voopoo Drag with my Ghoul on top. And in that, I have like a chocolate cream stuff. It's pretty damn good. I like it.
Yeah.
And then I got my Zero with some Sugoi Vapor stuff. I forgot what it was in there. But it's
How's
good.
the Zero Pod,
big.
by the way?
If you can check it out on Friend Jake Vapor channel, we did a live review on it. Went really well. But
Mhm.
of course, the juice I've been using in this freaking Zero has been killing my pods. I don't know if the pods have just been out of whack or not, but it's just I've been having bad luck with them this past week. So who knows?
Mhm.
And that's it for me.
And thank you guys for being again on the show. For me, Warlock's Hammer with the TM24 Eclipse cap. Dude, I'm just like loving this Warlock's Hammer thoroughly, man. And in that Av Surf satisfying, Aziz's all day vape. Really, really good stuff. And a porn stash, power bottom setup, the profile with the original 375. In that, I have one last drop. It's Picasso's palette. That's Mango Lychee and Allergy Dreamer number 4 of 10. 4 of 10. Yeah, 4 of 10. With that Vapor Junkie Moon Mist, it's a Nova Scotian Ice Cream. And lastly, for pods, the Me Pod, of course. And in that, I have my Naked 100 Lava Flow. I'm just like loving this lava flow, dude, for next salts, to be honest. But yeah,
Mhm.
That being said, we're gonna go to a little bit of vape news and advocacy corner as well. So this came from Vape News Magazine or vapenews.com. John Castle, excellent source for your vape news. You can also listen to him sometimes. He's usually doing the news and advocacy part on Vape Radio, and it's Connecticut lawmakers ponder barrage of anti-vaping measures. So I'm just gonna read some snippets of it. It says lawmakers in Connecticut are considering the launch of blitz of anti-vaping measures in response to the continuing panic over underage use of nicotine products. Connecticut lawmakers already approved of Tobacco 21 policy for the state, but the measure failed to maintain its momentum. Hartford, rather, on the other hand, passed the policy via its own measure. And regarding the Tobacco 21 measure, Representative Sean Scanlon said that the fact, I think the fact that one of the five Connecticut high school students are vaping should send alarm bells ringing in the head of every policymaker in Connecticut. I think we have a very rapidly escalating problem in every school district in the state, and one of the ways combating or we can try to combat the problem is to raise rather the age. And then he also said, when it was first introduced, I had a libertarian in me going, gee, people can vote and fight in the military and can do a lot of things at 18 is something to restrict, but the longer you delay someone from smoking, the far less it is they'll be a smoker and addicted their whole life. What do you think of it, Corey?
First of all, when they're saying that rep, it's going to be happening every school district in the state. First of all, these studies of 1 in every 5
Mhm.
Connecticut high school students are vaping. I want to know where that study came from. That's one thing. So if he's given this kind of information, I want to know where this information is coming from, because I want to know if it's a reliable source or not.
Mhm.
Because knowing government officials, they are always spewing random nonsense about everything, making up their own statistics, and it just seems outright and just doesn't work. It's just not logical in my opinion. So I don't believe in that point of it. So yeah, they're working on it, I guess. It's kind of, yeah, and let's see what else I found on here that was interesting.
Mhm.
The whole thing about going in the military and being 18, I mean, that's something that's been around for years. I mean, when you join the military and everything, and you're going in 18, going in the military, and then a lot of people got introduced to smoking that way. So
Very true. You hear those stories a lot.
yeah, that's how. I mean, people in the military smoke all the time. So would I say raising the age to that is going to help? I wouldn't say it will. I don't think it's going to. Because people are still going to give each other cigarettes. Come on, when I was underage, how do you think I got my cigarettes? I asked
Sure.
somebody that was of age. So having that, thinking that they're going to raise the age of 21, that it's going to automatically work and be like, oh, kids aren't going to be vaping anymore, it doesn't seem logical. I
True,
mean,
and
I would agree. I do agree with some, like the whole. It's like a catch-22 with me with the whole vaping 21 thing.
mhm.
I mean, because you're just giving, or like the smoking 21, because anybody that, oh, hiccups. Okay, sorry. Anybody that did that kind of thing, that smoked or vaped, if you're gonna tell somebody that it's not legal to do because your age, the kids and teenagers are gonna go out and do it. That's just the nature of being a teenager, breaking the rules. That's just how it is.
It's called
I mean, that's how
rebelling.
yeah,
Kids
that's
like
pretty
to
much.
rebel.
Yeah,
Well, I
they're
mean,
in the stage of their life where they want to rebel like that, and it's not going to stop them by raising the age.
well, I mean, okay, everybody here, what age did you start smoking at?
13 years old.
11.
Again?
I had tried a cigarette around the age of 15 or 16, but didn't actually start smoking till I was 18.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Frank?
11.
And I was like 13, 12 kind of ish. So that, I mean, again, that like age restrictions, I feel like I understand what the point of them are, but is it really gonna really make a difference?
True. And one of the things too that the snippet or the article says is, I think that we have a very rapidly escalating problem in every school district in the age or in the state rather. And one of the ways we can try to combat the problem is to raise the age. Like the thing I think about it, the way I think about it is the more you delay people who, you could get, let's say, for example, when you go to a brick and mortar store and you get, let's say, a vape, a vape device, let's say, one of the things that you do is if you raise the age, you delay them getting the vaping product. And even if, let's say, for example, if you're a brick and mortar store owner, one thing that I find usually is let's say you raise the age over 21. That doesn't make sense because one way or another, there are some irresponsible under 21 people who ask their over 21 adult friend or brother or sister or whoever the relative is, like off legal age, to get them the device. So for me, if you at least lower the age, they can have like an access for vaping products. And that's proven to be less harmful and a better harm reduction or a healthier alternative to smoking, which they could be able to access if they were in the 18 age. But the more you delay it, the more likely that they'll be hooked to smoking. And that's just going to happen in, let's say, 3 years that you delay it, and over 21 they'll be hooked on smoking. So why not? Why why are people wanting to raise the age anyway? If you're old enough to fight for the country, then why are people going to be restrictive of your rights to vape? That's just me. How about you, Dan?
What was the question? People are talking to me in chat. I'm sorry.
Like,
We
how
just
do you
talk.
feel about age restrictions and
Ma-
their effect?
People are going to get it whether they want to or not. I think they're making it harder. You're putting it up to 21. You're taking the vape stuff out of convenience stores, but yet those kids are still they're not going to jump through as many hoops for vape stuff if it's easier to go to the stores and have someone buy them cigarettes because they're a lot easier accessible. Is the way I feel about it.
True.
It's you've seen it happen when they were like, okay, we're going to raise it to 21 or we're going to crack down on vaping, and the stocks for big tobacco went through the roof. Like people buy, they know what's going to happen. You can see the trends of what's going to happen. They're banking on people going back to cigarettes if they keep making it harder and harder on us to get vape stuff.
Mm-hmm.
Especially newer people who don't know. We've been in it long enough. We have friends. We can help each other out, get what we need. We try to help new vapors whenever we can, but some people aren't going to want to jump through all the hoops when they can just go to a store, buy a pack of cigarettes and a lighter and fire up right out the doors.
Yeah, I mean, like you were saying about jumping all the hoops. I mean, I know like Nick Green has mentioned it before, but like if you go into like like a website, if you're like not really wanting to deal with like a shop or you don't know shops are near you or are near you, and you go like on a website to find something, it is very daunting on how much stuff there is on a website.
Mm-hmm.
Everything, like, I try to keep up on things and I fall behind. You take a week off from keeping up on the new stuff in vaping and you're light years behind because they put out there's a new atomizer coming out, there's a new mod coming out, there's new batteries coming out, there's new cotton coming out. You know what I mean? It's insane on how quick. I've been in it for 2.5 years and going from just like I started iStick Pico with a Cleto tank to what I know, and you know what I mean. I was on that stuff every day, learning and learning and learning. It never stops.
Oh yeah, same here. I mean, I started in 2012, and all I had was an Ego battery with a C4 tank on top, and that and I stuck with those for a while because that's all like my vape shop would recommend to me at that point, which I'm okay with that idea because they were actually trying to guide me a little bit.
Yeah.
But I didn't realize how much stuff I actually missed out on. I actually joined a group on Facebook that they do a vintage vaping is what it's called or something like that. And it's like stuff from like 2011, 2012, and it's like the first rebuildables and all that kind of thing. And I'm like, I missed out on quite a bit,
Right.
you know?
Yep,
Yeah,
there's a lot of products coming out, and with that said, since we're speaking of products, this 2018 has been a very very good year, I guess, for every vape product because there's a lot of good things that came out, and there's a lot of things that we did enjoy, especially this year. So one of the things that we also want to talk about today in this live stream is what are the companies that we think we did well, kind of like a golden list kind of thing, where we promote companies that really did well on this year and who did excellent, let's say for example in customer service area, or let's say on the product, on the labeling of their products, on how they advertise their products. Is there any company that deserves to be, like, let's say for example, to be on like our golden list of 2018?
Um. Yeah. I mean,
And
I can
mhm,
think of a couple off the top of my head. I mean, uh, I know I kind of work for them, but independent vapor companies always had classy labeling, great
mhm,
customer service, great products. That's kind of the reason I wanted to work for them in the beginning. Is just they're a family, man. They help each other out. They're great. Um, LucidRDA.com stands an awesome dude. He, if anything gets messed up, he'll take care of it
mhm.
firsthand.
For
He's
sure.
all over it. I'm glad I get to call him one of my friends. You know what I mean? He's an all around good dude. Don't tell him I said that. We kind of have that whole hate relationship, mess with each other, big brother,
Not
little
now.
brother thing.
Dude, I mean, okay. I will say, like, I know it's not like a product or a company, but the Stew Crew itself for
Yep.
2018 was the best thing, at least I know in our lives.
For
The
sure.
Shiomis, we will probably agree in that segment that this has been like the best thing to happen to us this year and our entire like lives.
Oh,
Yeah.
easily.
And we just
Easily.
continue to grow and
Mhm.
building a bigger family, which
I mean,
I'm
last
thankful
night the
for,
talk
and it's
we had
awesome.
with our new member, that was awesome.
Yeah, just
Yep.
giving her information that she just had questions and just started firing them off, and we answered them as best we knew how, just because we were in that situation before.
Mhm.
I don't know about you guys, I didn't have that kind of tutelage or those people to talk to. I had to do my own research and watch the videos on YouTube and stuff like that, and had to wait for certain videos to get the answers I needed.
Yep.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? She jumped in. Tracy, you're not in here right now, but if you watch this later, I'm shouting out Tracy for joining the Vape Stew crew in the Discord, and I hope we helped you as best we could with what you needed. You know what I mean? But
Yeah.
that's
Yeah.
the stuff I love to do.
Especially, let's say, for example, her coming with the questions, it refreshes us of what was really vaping, or what really vaping is really about. Because let's say, for example, when you were a new builder, what kind of wire do you use, or what kind of, let's say, how do you build an RDA, for example, or what
Right.
juices you wanted to try on, how on some cases, how do you DIY, you know what I mean? Like, it was such a welcoming, there was a welcoming community, of course, that says welcome to everybody. But aside from that, not just welcoming, but the atmosphere we make other people feel. Let's say, for example, if there's a new stooge, everyone welcomes them. Everyone asks, "Hey, how are you?" Or, vaping underscore Brazil 42071 right there, dude. Always just asking, "Hey, how are you? Hey, how are you?" Very conversational and very, We're
left as we
outstanding.
said that.
Yeah, every day, dude. Like, Frank, how are you, dude? Like, it's really good to hear somebody like welcome or ask you how your day was, and as well as when you jump into the vapes to crew, it's not just like about, let's say, products or, let's say, for example, devices. You got to hang out with Stan, Michelle and Daldime right there. And then also you got Vapor Swaggins, James Franklin or Frames Franklin Vapor, things like that. Dude, like, there's just like an awesome pool of people right there. And not just that, we also play Evil Apples and Solitaire for Chuck Allen. But it just is a welcoming crew right
It's
there.
a community, man, and we look out for each other.
Dude, we
You
have
know what I
movie
mean?
nights.
We have movie nights.
That's like the most coolest thing ever. I miss most of them,
Like
but
the
still,
last
that's
watch,
awesome.
yeah, like, dude, okay, I didn't know about Ip Man. Haven't watched Ip Man 1 or no,
Me
I
neither.
watched 2 because I got to watch it with Swaggins. But dude, there are some movies that I usually don't dive down in because I only do Netflix sometimes. But there are also like good movies that I got to watch, and Ohm.My.Lanta recommends you good movies too.
Thank
So
you. I try. Movie. I love movies.
mm,
That's what I do with most of my time. Is
Dude, I actually
instead of
wanted to
going
be a
out and
script
stuff.
writer at one point.
What's that?
I wanted to be a script writer at one point in my life.
I never want to script. I would like to not judge what it review movies is, and maybe you'll see some of that in the future. I got a buddy. We're talking. We might
Do it.
start our own podcast
Me and my
for movie
dude,
reviews and stuff.
Me and my brother wanted to do drunk anime reviews.
dude, anime reviews are really good because there's a lot of people, and especially they're close to Funimation,
I
right?
don't know many animes. I always I grew up watching Dragon Ball Z, and I dabbled in Inuyasha. Was the two that I watched that were anime.
If you're
Mhm.
interested, we need to talk after this.
Yes,
You got to get some
and
recommendations.
We're not veering off in the anime talk again.
Yeah,
no
we'll
anime
talk
talk,
later.
dude. Dragon
Yeah,
Ball
well, you
Z is
guys
the
have
best.
the. Yeah, I like all the anime and stuff too, but you guys can have the talk. I'm going to sit here and eat tacos.
Oh, okay.
Okay.
Way to
Okay.
plan your dinner around the podcast, there, Corey.
Well, they plan. I guess you got it involved. I don't have control of when they start cooking food.
Wait, you
It's
have
like
tacos. What do you have for beverage?
apple juice, some very sour apple juice.
Ooh,
That's one dark apple juice right there.
You know,
Right.
some
super
German
sweet
apple juice.
Ah,
So, you guys got any other companies?
dude. Okay, speaking of
Gathering
companies,
Vaping Lounge.
yeah,
What was that? Yes, Gathering Vapor.
Yep.
Yeah.
Dude.
Mark and Amy. They were on my list as well.
Dude, honestly, the Mark and Amy have been one of the coolest people I've met this past year. I mean, Mark,
For sure.
he's encouraging me to build my own mech squonk box, and I'm actually working on trying to get the parts right now.
Nice.
So I'm gonna make my
Mhm.
first box, and I've been wanting to do that for roughly 2 years now.
And that's great because you had the community that has been built. You can finally do that because you have your Yoda. You know what I
Yeah.
mean?
Yeah,
Essentially,
pretty much.
you're
'Cause
the
he's all
Padawan, and they are showing you the way.
I'll be like, "Hey,
Yeah.
Mark, I'm having a hard time finding this." He just sends me a link seconds
Right.
later. He already has it on point, so he doesn't.
Oh
even
yeah, I'm sure he has folders, just tabs on. Boom, boom, boom.
Yeah.
This is what you need. Here you
You
go.
need offset, you need boxes. Here we go.
Yeah.
And
Yeah, they're awesome
especially,
people.
dude, especially when you get the Warlock's hammers.
It's my
Just
favorite
want to
thing.
say, yeah, it's okay. I have been using this straight for the past couple of months,
Mhm.
and I'll be honest, dude. Usually, I don't use a product, let's say, for straight a month, for 1 month straight, or 2 months straight, because you have a running rotation, right?
Yeah.
But dude, this one just hits like a shot.
Dude, it's
And
awesome.
just like this boxes, you have customer service from Mark and very good customer customer service from Mark. And
Yep.
also,
if
you have
anything if anything breaks on the mod, he fixes it. It's crazy.
yeah, and especially like this ones that
Mhm.
although
Yeah.
mine chipped out already, but like this ones that Amy does.
Amy, for those that are
Dude.
gonna listen to this later, Amy does all the painting on the inside, and if you know them personally, you get special things on the inside of the door. I know I'm a Packers fan, so on the inside of my door, I got the Green Bay symbol.
They're not in
Um,
playoffs now.
I know they're not in the playoffs, and there's always next year, man, and stuff happens. It's okay.
There's always next year.
There's
Trust
always
me.
next year.
I'm also a Red Wings fan, and we've been suffering for about 5, 6, 7, 8 years.
Yeah.
Ever since like Lidstrom and all them fuckers retired.
Hey, we had a good run, man. We were in the
Oh, no, yeah,
playoffs for
trust
like
me, I got
25
to
years
see
in a
some of
row.
those Stanley Cup
Another
wins.
reason I love
Wait,
Clown, we agree on many
Oh,
sports.
no, yeah. Dude, I'm also a Packers
teams.
fan. Like, I have my
Yeah.
Packers dog I want to bring down, but that involves me getting up.
Yeah.
Go Saints. But dude,
I'm in British Columbia saying go Saints.
hey,
Yeah.
I'm Canadian. I can cheer for anyone.
Yeah.
But
You
aside
have
from
the
that,
CFL.
uh,
Oh, the Canadian League.
let's not talk about serious matters. But dude,
Anywho.
anyway,
But yeah,
but
just like I was saying, like you get personalized stuff with them. If you know them, they're awesome people. They make some great mods, man. I suggest everyone have one in their collection. They have unregulated mods. They have squonk mods. They have just
Dude,
some of
Ember.
the Ember, the Warlock's dagger, the hammer, the Guardian. They're phenomenally done, man. They're so much attention to detail in those. They blow a lot of other companies' mods out of the water for sure.
Yeah.
And with that being said, I just want to give a couple of shout outs, by the way. First, Vapor_Swaggins, and also Clown Vapes, who's in chat, Poonsauce McNasty, who's in chat, Ohm.My.Lanta, James Capozzi, Frames Janklin Vapor, and then our social butterfly, Vaping Brizzle 42711. There's also it's a time to gong. We we 0609, and there's Vaping Brizzle for 2711 as well. And yes, and there's other game. I see you, dude. Maple Leafs, let's go, Austin Matthews. And yeah, that's basically all for the shout outs. So
You're saying you're not a Vancouver's fan?
only if they win. But
Only-
anyway,
Oh, okay, bandwagoning. That's what you are.
no, you're a fan of Vancouver Canucks. You're a true Vancouverite if you cheer only for Vancouver Canucks if they're winning. That's all. And yes, other companies that's really doing good, by the way, I like Naked 100. Just like plain, just this labeling, dude, and this straight up salt nicks from them.
Simple. It
Lava
doesn't
Flow.
have to be complicated. You know what I mean? It no cartooniness on it, no
Yeah.
craziness. Just tells you what it is, and it's a
Yep.
good vape. They make some good stuff.
Yeah, and dude, like I know some people like Naked 100 Lava Flow. I'm vaping on it on the Mi Pod, and it's really good for me. It really
Huh.
works.
I thought
And
Lava Flow was a bit much for me on a pod.
really,
I have a bottle like of base, like a 3 milligram base. So I still haven't tried that, but at least in pods, it was a little too much for me.
mm-hmm.
I'm
But yeah,
realizing with pods, I gotta go like desserty.
desserty.
Yeah.
Yeah, like I like desserts for myself, and I really vape on desserts because I have the Nova Scotian ice cream by Vapor Junkie Moon Mist. Also have like this master sauce from their own line. Dude, like dessert, I try desserty on the pods, but there are sometimes a little bit whatchamacallit, not throaty, but it's harder on a pod when it's not
Mhm.
like
Because it's sweeter.
Yeah.
Usually sweeter
Oh
juices
yeah.
are
I mean, we were
harder
talking
on
about
your
that last night.
coils.
Like I had that Yummy Vapors Toroto or whatever that thing's called.
Toronto.
That is
Yep.
a coil killer period, but in a pot, it's even worse.
It's
Dude.
good though, man. Like it's
Yeah.
it's such a different. It's not. Everyone's got a strawberry. Everyone's got this flavor for a liquid, man. That stuff's so out there as you wouldn't think. No one else has that flavor. It's good. I went through a 60 of that, dude. That stuff
Yeah.
is good.
Mhm.
It's like I do have a strawberry and cream, but that was actually because it was done on a dare. A buddy of mine at work said, "I dare you to do a good strawberries and cream," and I was like, "Okay." And then I actually enjoyed it.
Challenge accepted.
Yeah, pretty much. That's the only reason that Tyson's blend exists. It was a dare.
Tyson's blend. And especially like other companies that also do well, clownvapes.com.
I was gonna say, I'm
Dude.
like, he might not shout himself out, but I'll shout him out.
I'll shout them out.
Clown, you're awesome, dude.
Well,
Like you hook me up all the time.
You're
You
my
do a lot.
friend.
You do a lot for everyone. Yeah, but even if they're not like your close friends, I hear your name a lot, dude. Like you
See, here's like
kill it, bro.
the like okay, like Joel did the Mr. Just Right Christmas thing,
Christmas.
and he shouted me out. And honestly, I probably should have said no before he did it, because I woke up the next day to a bunch of YouTube messages, a bunch of Instagram messages, a bunch of Facebook messages.
That's
And I will
awesome.
say this right now because I was actually going to do a video, but I haven't had time. I
Mhm.
appreciate everybody and thank you guys for all the like thanks and all that kind of stuff. You guys are awesome. You're insane.
Dude, yeah, thank you, buddy. Thank you for being
Thank
awesome.
you for the coal donations and for the juice donations
I would
too,
say I
man.
did that because I knew he was doing it. I was like, I gotta give something. I mean, we did the Toys for Tots thing, which we're already ramping up on that. Like there's not like there's a date we've been given, but I'm not sure if Mike is gonna go ahead and do it. But
Mhm.
we're doing here in the next couple of months another big waffle again.
Oh,
And
nice.
for the most part, all the
Nice.
same sponsors are still in. So, and seriously, there was 60 different companies that sponsored in
Did we
stuff.
get a final tally on what was raised for that?
$7,000, just slightly over
Dude.
$7,000.
Nice.
Dude, the amount of money this year that was raised for different things like the Toys for Tots, the Vaping with Ken 24-hour live stream, and how much
Oh
money
my
they
God.
raised for suicide
dude.
prevention.
That went well. That went so well, dude.
Dude,
Yeah, and you can
there's
still donate for the American Foundation for Suicide Prevention too, which I would post the link in a couple of seconds. But dude, like those donations that came for like a good cause, dude. Honestly, like that's one of the things that I was shocked because honestly, I wasn't underestimating or I wasn't expecting it. But dude, honestly, for the most part, I was like, I didn't know that the community would be giving so much for a cause.
dude, it
You
was
know,
it was
and
insane, man. It was
mhm.
so awesome to see that happen too and be a part of it. I think all of us at one point in time were on the live stream, if not on it a couple times. You know what I mean? Like
Oh,
it was
yeah.
just cool as hell.
I mean, all the people that came out and
Yeah.
seriously, like, I am thankful for everybody that did that. Like, to me, suicide prevention stuff really hits home because as a teenager, I was kind of an idiot, and I'm glad I'm still here and I got to meet you guys. But to me, that is one of those like weird like subjects I don't like to talk about a whole lot, but to me, it's very important. So,
Yeah.
Yep. Especially like for a 24-hour.
For 24 hours.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. What's your thoughts, Corey?
Why do you gotta do that? Why you gotta do that?
We just need
What's
your
up,
thoughts.
Corey?
What'd you think?
What are my thoughts? I have a lot of thoughts. I don't know what the thoughts are.
just this year and like how much like the vape community raised for like different charities, like the 24-hour live stream, the Toys for Tots, like
I was lucky to actually be a part of that for
Yeah.
about how many hours was I on? I don't even remember. It was a long time though.
you were on for a while, dude.
I was on from like 6, 7-ish till about 5 in the morning.
When you got
Mhm.
booted,
Yeah,
Really got
when Ken decided to take Ruby's side instead of mine and get me booted.
Because of Tom Brady's jersey.
Hey. No, it wasn't a Tom Brady jersey. It was just Patriots.
speaking of bandwagoners,
don't even.
Ooh.
Yeah, and there's
Oh.
the Toys for Tots group too for the waffle. So
Yeah.
if everyone still wants to donate, we have the links right there for you. And yes.
Yeah, Toys for Tots thing is a really great thing. Just Right Christmas happened, and that was an awesome thing. Everybody got together and did like a. It was a fun. All the companies came together for a good cause, and with a lot of people buying
Mhm.
Christmas gifts and
Yeah.
actually having the money to spend on themselves for new vape gear. It was cool
Yeah.
having like little fun things where people did to where you have the chance to win something. I know a couple people in the Stooge crew actually won a few things, so that was a cool. I think one of the first drawings from the Just Right Christmas was actually moderator of the Omies and the Vape Stew, Olivia, and she
Yep.
got a TVL comp stack. I mean, that's freaking awesome.
Really?
In
Yeah,
my eyes,
dude. The
no one
rest on
deserves it more.
Awesome. I didn't know
Liv's
she.
awesome. She made us
Oh yeah,
all
Liv.
handmade Christmas gifts.
Oh yeah, dude. Like
Mhm.
seriously.
Blood, sweat, and tears into those things, man.
Oh yeah, literally too, because like
Yeah.
her hands started cramping after a while.
Yeah.
But,
Dude,
dude,
like my
okay,
Ninja
I
Frog
do
right
very
there.
little crocheting, but I know how much effort goes into just making one of those.
I
Right.
like my Ninja Frog, man. Like
Ninja Frog's
especially,
cool.
I know, and especially like
I got
how
my
much,
superhero. It's got a
dude.
cape. Dun, dun,
Yeah,
dun.
buddy.
And she's a rocker. Dun, 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 dun,
Sure.
Around
dun,
here somewhere.
My Ninja Frog daps too, but after did like especially how much effort Livia did for this crocheting. I just love this one, and usually it sits right here on the microphone. But
dun.
dude, like how much effort like she did for almost every stooge and filthy casual that you could obtain only on the Discord server. But dude, the way that she crocheted when we unboxed it for her. So dude, like one of the best presents that I got this Christmas is this.
Agreed.
I'll be honest with you.
Agreed.
What do you
Hand-
get this Christmas?
Oh, are we going
What do
with
you guys
Christmas
get?
presents?
Yep.
Oh, yeah, might as well.
Ooh.
What'd you get, Dano?
I got a new hoodie, which, if no one knows me, I love hoodies. They're my go-to anytime it starts to get colder. I don't wear coats barely ever unless it's below 0 Fahrenheit.
dude.
So I got a new hoodie, very comfortable. I got a GoPro. I'm getting prepped for NVE and the road trip that we will have. It'll be me, Swaggins, James Franklin, Danny Castle, and Poon Sauce all in a car for like an hour or two or something on the way to the stooge house.
Yep.
So I want to make sure we have stuff recorded for people in the group that can't make it, won't be there, and want to see what's going on.
Vlogging.
So
Yeah.
that's I asked that for Christmas. So I got that. That was really it. Like I asked, instead of getting a bunch of small gifts and stuff like that, I was like, I just want this. If we can make this happen, that's what I want to get. You know,
Mhm.
me and Nicole kind of have a budget. Like I'll spend this on you, you spend this on me, and anything over if it's over that, you know, kind of chip in. But yeah, we did good for Rowan this year. And anyone doesn't know, Rowan's my 4-year-old son, so he had a very, very good Christmas.
Mhm.
But yeah,
What about you,
that's how
Crown?
my house was.
Oh, dude. Well, technically, I got, as you know, adults get most of the time is monies. You don't really actually get things.
From
But
what I've seen from you, you got some toys.
oh no, yeah, I got big guy with the monies.
Oh, I'm not talking about that. I'm talking about the Gundams.
Oh, those, yeah, oh yeah. My wife got me 2 Gundams. She
Yeah.
is so awesome.
Dude.
And then she's all like, "Just send me links, and I will keep feeding your Gundam addiction." I was like, "For real?" She's like, "Yes."
Awesome.
She loves
Didn't you
watching
get
me
the back
do
room
this.
for
And
Christmas,
I was
dude?
like, seriously, I got like 2 guys sitting right here in front of me. And
That's awesome.
seriously, okay, like I've been wanting to do this since like, you know, early 20s, late teens kind of thing. Just never
Yep.
really got around to it. And I even tried building model cars, and I'm terrible at it because it's the glue-on ones.
Yeah.
Anything
Yeah.
involving glue, I can't do it.
Yeah, you gotta get that snap together ones.
Yeah.
At least it's not the
Yeah.
ones where you have to pay them and everything too.
Yeah, I can, yeah, like
Mhm.
Johnny Clouds was actually telling me, wait till you want to start painting them, wait till you start on airbrushing. I was like, no. You can go fuck yourself.
That's
bro.
advanced nerd. I'm not getting into all that.
No, I can't.
No, I can't do
I
that.
don't have time nor the patience. And this is that, like, I do videos, I do coils, I make juice. I have patience for all that, but not for building models.
Mhm.
Frankie, what'd you get?
Dude, I have this cool camera right now. It's
Yeah?
my new C920. That
Nice.
dude.
I think we all have
Usually,
that. That's a great camera.
dude, like usually when I'm on Zoom with you guys, what happens is I either use my phone and this MacBook Pro camera. And dude, like for the most part, honestly, like I don't like it that people see me like on the blurry side of things, like just kind of like vaporish,
Kind of like when
steamy,
Dan was in the
like a
swamp.
steam.
Yeah,
Yeah,
go back to the early days, the early days of
yeah,
the
dude.
Ohmies, and I lived in a swamp.
Yeah.
It took.
Yeah, and
Hey
then
man, you got to
I
make
didn't.
small upgrades here and there, which I've come a long
Yeah,
way. All right, no more swamp living. I got like prime real estate now.
yeah, and then usually like right now I got my Yeti mic. I also got for the first part I got the Yeti mic for like a couple of months now,
I love my
but
Yeti
that was
mic.
like my first step. That was the first step to like doing good, and especially that we wanted to do a podcast. So that's the first one they did. Christmas, I was thinking maybe I should, make my face a little bit better looking because I kind of like look delicious. So what?
You
So
look
and
delicious.
you look delicious, and I just wanted to buy a C920, which is a really good camera. Props to Vapor Wagons for always recommending it to us. And I
Hashtag tech support.
Oh yeah, dude.
hashtag
Anybody
tech.
ask me anything about anything like techie, I'm like, just go talk to Swaggins. Don't just leave me alone.
Don't bother me with this nonsense. Go talk to the man himself.
I
Yeah,
know
dude.
he
Yeah,
helped me
I'm
fix my
fucking
new
around.
setup I got up going today.
Nice.
So
And I also got the Mi Pod, dude. Like for the most part, I really, I really like the Mi Pod because I used to do like really like the Minifit. Like the Minifit is just like a tiny pod system that I usually vape when I'm outside of the office grounds. And I kind of like blow like a big cloud because some people would be like, you know. And I bought myself a Mi Pod for this Christmas. The C920 was a gift for me. So, dude, it was a cool gift for Christmas. So now you can see me better, deliciously looking. What do you get to this Christmas, Spoon Sauce?
let's see. I got a
Or
couple
Point
things.
Stash Power Bottom?
Since I still live at home, kind of splurged out on my parents a little bit, just kind of get them with something nice for both of them. So
Mm.
and then my brother as well. So then I got like more things to get this whole how we're doing the Omis more YouTube looking kind of where I can have like my own little command center and everything.
Yep.
So I already had the extra monitor. So what I got set up today was like I have 2 monitors going right now. I am in the process of putting up a TV wall mount that my brother got me. I got some clothes from my parents, which I'm a big fan of, like crazy socks. So when they get me socks, I love it. I think I'm wearing SpongeBob ones right now, and they're awesome.
Didn't you wear like, or didn't you wear some Rick and Morty's
No, they were
last?
Hey Arnold.
Hey Arnold. Yeah.
Oh,
Hey Arnold socks. Yeah.
What
Dude, that's
about
awesome.
what you're sitting in right now? Wasn't that
Oh
a
yeah,
gift as
this
well?
freaking thing. Yeah, I completely forgot about it since I'm sitting in it. My parents got me a nice computer chair, which is nice. It's like
nice.
a
I
5,000% upgrade to what I had before.
I can attest to his chair because I have the same exact chair in a different color, and
It's really
it's
comfortable.
enough. I was sitting in a metal folding chair for the past like 6 months,
How
and this
uncomfortable
thing is
was that?
glorious.
Yes.
And the funny thing is, when
And
I took that
You
old
do what you got
chair,
to do.
when I took that old chair out to the trash, once the sun got on it, and then I saw the colors I saw in my room of it weren't the colors that were actually the colors of the chair. I was like, oh, geez, this looks like it was one of those kind of weird stained ones you get off Craigslist. So I was like,
And-
yeah, I'm glad I'm getting rid of this one.
Yes.
And plus, it was just awful on my back because the back support was like freaking leaned like all the way back and everything. So when I tried to sit like straight up, it would just go cranking back and everything.
Mhm.
So my back was always killing me during the Omis and everything. So I had to like sit forward. But now I actually have a chair that it locks into place. Oh, that sinks. Okay.
Still learning his chair.
Yeah.
Yep.
Okay. See, this locks it and everything. So
Oh, yours actually locks? Well, then you got upgraded from me because mine does not lock. Oh, it does lock.
Yeah, boy.
Oh, it does lock. I just learned something. But it only
I-
locks like straight up and down. Like if it locked when I was like back like this, I'd be much happier.
Yeah, I mean, you
What do you
can
mean like this?
Yeah.
I don't
literally
have that.
turn it into a rocking chair.
I 100% want a gangster lean at all times.
Yes. And quickly, with that being said, just like last parts of our topic this episode, just quickly, like, is there any one thing vape related that you're looking forward this 2019?
Yeah.
Or is there like, let's say, for example, like a dual battery squonk or like a pod system or some sort of innovation that you're looking forward?
I am excited about Tenacious TX Vape's Ardent atomizer that's going to be out in, I want to say, a week or two. Don't quote me on that, but I think that's when it's coming out.
Yep.
I'm
Nice.
super excited for that.
Mm-hmm. Corey.
He also has a couple other projects going, which I'm really excited for. Some that he hasn't told us pretty much anything about it, but he says, especially, it's just my excitement is through the freaking roof. Like none of us know about it, and he's been like super secretive about everything. So
Yeah.
if you wanted to ride the hype train, it's full and packed. Let's just put it that way, because it's.
Here's the thing, though.
I get a 10 for all of us that we're all super excited about everything that he's possibly coming out with.
If you guys have the Dreamer and you've had like the Reverie and the Lucid, you guys know you're gonna get something supreme right there. And if you don't have any of those, the Lucid you can't get because they don't exist anymore. All of them have been sold, and unless you buy it in a rebuy, ain't gonna happen. But seriously, at least the Dreamer, if you're wanting to get a mech, get the aluminum off of Lucid, the website and all that, you will get a really good mech, and it's great like for a beginner mech, honestly, just because it's
Right here.
expensive. It works really great. And
This
Dan's
guy.
missing a drip tip.
Or you can. Yeah, I got it. I just put it on something else, but I got my drip tip. I just took it off. But yeah, you can even go up to triple form if you really want to, if you're crazy like me.
Oh yeah, dude, them stacks are awesome. Like,
Yeah.
Stacks. How about you, Clown? Anything you're looking forward this 2019?
Yeah.
Like not just product related, but let's say, for
Honestly-
example, like a concept or innovation.
well, I don't know. Like, honestly, I just want to see how we progress as us here in the podcast with the Wolf Bite show. The Ohms, I want to see how that progresses because that's a steam engine that seriously seems to just keep going and going. And I want to see me and Frames see how our channels keep growing and how we get. I mean, me and him actually do talk back and forth here and there on how to like do certain things or what can we do like here and there. It's not all the time, but we do kind of trade back and forth like notes on how we feel about certain things we're doing and all that kind of thing, you know?
Yep.
Because we're kind of growing together at a certain point or another. So, and I don't know. It's like a weird thing. I don't know if he like sees it this way at times, but like I see it since we're both Ohms. We're kind of like just challenging each other to get better.
Yeah, right.
He's at 400 subs now.
No,
Congrats,
dude, he's
buddy.
catching up. I'm only up to like 438.
And the guy eating a taco. Anything you're looking forward to 2019?
I already went though.
Okay. Okay, that's me now. What am I?
If you got to think of something, I have one more thing that I'm looking forward to.
Sure, you go first.
NVE in March is going to be so much fun.
Mm.
I get to meet so many people that I just talk to at night on a computer and actually interact with them in person. It's going to be a great time. I'm so excited. I cannot wait for March to get here. Flights booked, rooms booked, driving arrangements booked. I'm ready to just have fun times with all of my vape friends, vape family. It's going to be great.
Kidding, dude.
Yeah, and you can now not just look at them at the camera, but actually you can also converse with them personally now.
Right.
Dude.
Dan's gonna
that'll
be
a
looking down at most of everybody because he's like one of the taller people in the group.
I'm a normal 6 foot tall person. If you guys are shorter than that, I'm sorry for you.
If you want to,
What's that?
You froze, dude.
Taco McNasty.
Just wait until you guys meet villains. You're gonna flip.
Yeah, villains.
He's literally like, I didn't even think they made things his size.
He's like 6'4", 6'5", I think. He's a big boy. He's a good
And
dude though.
oh,
I wouldn't
his
want to see
art
him mad,
actually-
and I hope I never do.
No, because I feel like he'd be
Dude,
like Shane
yeah.
from Big Boy Clothes, where if he just looks at me or flicks his finger, my head could go completely off.
True. And dude, like in his car, he actually looks small because his car is very big. And that's just like he's a big guy. And also you got to see who? Nick Bissett. You got to see the Garrettys are now going to NVE, by the way.
I'm so excited.
I will
To
say
hug.
Nick Bissett in person looks different than Nick Bissett behind the camera.
Yeah,
Mhm. You got to
Yeah,
I'm
see
so
like-
excited for the Garrettys.
No, dude, you
Dude,
guys are gonna have so much fun with them because in person, both of them together, they're ridiculous. Like,
Yeah, you guys had a play date with the Garrettys today.
Yeah, we
That's so
did.
awesome.
we got to go. To
envious.
Yeah.
we really had fun with them. Like, my wife got to meet them for the first time, and like,
The Garrettys are like one
found
of
out
my
that like her and
favorite
Angela
people.
have a lot in common.
Yeah.
Mhm.
It's ridiculous.
You guys are gonna start vacationing together soon.
Ooh.
Yeah, see, I seen that.
But
Vacations to Honolulu with
I don't
friends.
want to talk too soon, but there's already been talks about certain trips.
Oh, sweet.
Ooh. Honestly, dude, like the thing that I'm excited about for 2019 is not anything really product related, but more of the community aspect, like how the community grows and how the community progresses.
Yeah.
Like I'm excited for the Vape Stew crew to see it, grow more in 2019.
Dude,
And
they're almost
yeah.
we're almost at 1,000 members now.
Like
Like
also,
we're almost there, and it just
there's-
keeps growing every day. By the way, answer the questions if you guys want to join the Vape Stew crew. Our moderators will not let you in. You will not get the link to the Discord where you can hang out with us every day. You got it. Yeah.
Yeah, nothing worse than being a moderator and wanting to add people, but since you don't answer the questions, you just stay stagnant in limbo. And honestly, like with I
Yeah.
moderate Nick's group, and for a while there, we had at least like 25 entries of people that did not answer. And I think they just did a giant purge and deleted everybody. But
Sometimes you have to with those situations.
we just want to make sure you're not a bot or a fake account. That's
Yep.
really what it boils down to.
And especially like how in the community aspect of how it progressed, not just the community but also the new channels. I'm excited for French Jacklin's growth, his 400 after next year. I'm pretty sure it's going to go in the 1.5k, and with everyone's support, also Clown,
sure.
I'm pretty sure he'll be booming next year. And I'm also excited for our Vape Radio co-host. Dude, like Vape Radio just offers a lot of stuff for you. Not
Oh,
just vape news, but just also you got, let's say for example, Ohms and Nams. You got sometimes they have teams for the week. Case Moth. This week it will just this week, let's say they have like an indie kind of like flavor in their playlist, and they also talk about movies. If you guys want to listen to that, you also got Yo Scott Zegans, David Gurlitz, especially the Nick Garrity, and Pablo and the Rodman. You got a lot of people with excellent minds, and you got to just not just learn vape advocacy, but you also got to listen to good music. So that's like a really good avenue. You can download the app if you have an Android, or if you're on iPhone, download the TuneIn Radio. That's one of the things. And
Mhm.
yeah, that's the end for this show. Any sign-offs for you guys?
Ooh, I'd just like to say thank you for having me. This was awesome. Also, shout out to Sidewalks for keeping me off the streets.
Sidewalks.
And that's what I got. Poon, what do you got, buddy?
Oh yeah, it's a pleasure always being around with all the great people I talk to every day. Actually, be able to do something more for what we do, so it's nice. Be able to entertain people for an hour. That's a cool thing. Me and Dan and Clown do it on a weekly basis, so it's cool to do it on a different aspect. So I want to thank you guys for letting me on here. It's an honor. It's a pleasure. And vaping with the Ohmies, we're starting up at the beginning of the year again. We've had maybe a 2-week lull.
Yeah, we won't have a show this Monday, but
No.
the following Monday we'll be raring to go.
Back at
And
it. We'll be back at it.
we may be starting off the new year with a giveaway, so don't miss out. We got
Maybe
some,
really good one if we work all the things out.
we're always
Mhm.
coming up with new things and trying to keep it fresh and saucy. So don't miss out. We have a good time and we love people to join in and interact with us.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Awesome.
and did check out Vaping with the Ohmies everyone's Mondays. I think they're starting on January, next January. Which January?
So
Like 7th or something, isn't it?
Something
it
like
will
that. Yeah, it's the
be
7th because the 8th is when I get. Yeah.
yes, the 7th of January we'll be back in full effect vaping with the Ohmies. 8 p.m. Eastern time, 7 p.m. Central time, 5 p.m. Pacific time.
6 p.m. Mountain Time.
Yeah, usually everyone goes
Yeah.
from Eastern time and then figures it out from there. I've always noticed. So
Yeah.
True. And yes, Clown Vapes, any sign of play.
I would like to thank my fellow Ohmies for coming on. It was a great time having you guys here. Lots of fun. Other than that, yeah, I'm gonna keep doing stuff and doing stuff. I just gotta come up with things to do. But I really need to start doing mixing videos again because that's really what my channel originally was. It wasn't a review channel, and I just went bananas on the reviews.
hey man,
Yeah.
people go through different stages and change it up and whatnot.
Oh, yeah.
Man, you do you. You know you got us. If you need any new fresh ideas or need to bounce stuff off of us, we're there for you.
Yeah.
Yes. And with that, just follow us, Vape Radio, Wolfbite Podcast at 7 a.m. Central, and that's on Saturdays. Sundays, that's 9 p.m. Central. Also, you can watch replays on soundcloud.com/wolf_bite. And with that being said, vape on, legends.
I need to get some of the vape. God damn it! Tell me new coil.
Yeah.
That's it.
Bye.
Bye.
I made it. Okay, good.
Yeah, we're still